Hey, we made it, finally! Woo! Welcome back to Barn Shanty. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I know, it's been a while since we've posted anything, but we have been very, very busy with a bunch of projects. We're trying to get things ready for the tractor show this year, trying to get the camper ready, and today we got a wild hair up our butt, so we're gonna try to transform this thing into the Table-traption 2.0. The plan right now is to use this four-wheeler and pull this out. We're gonna try to cut the frame up and build a table around it. That's the plan, so we'll see. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty low. Yeah. So I think the plan is to try to see if we can fire it up on this platform and see if the transmission actually works. If the transmission actually works, then we'll proceed.
I'm surprised as heck that that is not seized up.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's functioning.
Huh. Looks like it's got some slick stuff in it. It'll be all right.
Slicky stuff.
Slicky stuff.
Slicky stuff. Hey! Yeah!
Alright, so what we found so far was we pulled the 2 spark plugs out, and I have already cleaned it, but this was full of trash. This, yeah, that's no good. So we have to get a new spark plug wire for it. But cleaned it out. We'll see if she'll run on 1 cylinder though. Plug this back in. Give her some juice. Sweet! That car works. Second test is to see if the transmission works. Now this is a hydrostat mower. The reason we want hydrostat is so we have smooth transmission when we're traveling. So I'm going to start this back up, and Mr. Colin is going to operate that lever. See if it'll move. Okay, this is looking good.
Those are in good shape.
Pit stop.
Pit stop. Pit stop.
Well, we got the mower all cleaned up. Coming up with a whole bunch of different plans here. So we're trying to keep the weight off the front. I think what may happen, not sure, what may happen is we're going to take the engine and put it behind the mower. because it's hydrostat drive. So all we really have to do is just get a new belt for it. Might be able to make it work. Decided we're gonna put the engine in the back. We gotta go back out to the woods to see if we can find another mower to cut up that frame. I don't know about you, Colin, but I think this will work just fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and drag it away.
Well, just the fact that it's like, the motor's already off of it, and I think we can cut a big enough hole. Or maybe it'll bolt right up.
I think it'll bolt right up.
Come with me, my friend.
And he pushes with all his might.
Yeah. It is table-traption time. Beep, beep.
Now's the part where we disassemble.
Yeah, this would
Take this apart, take that seat off. We accidentally bent the frame on the way over here, but minor details.
We'll get it up.
Yeah. Nothing that a 5-pound sludge or something we can't fix. So the plan is to cut that off, and we're gonna mount that to the back side of this here, and that's where the new engine will sit, or this engine, or whichever engine we end up using.
This one works pretty well. You can like it right.
Yeah.
And
So
then, I really actually like the idea of moving that chassis out.
first plan of attack is going to be removing this plate. And then after we remove this plate, we're going to figure out where we're going to put the new engine mounts. Let's get to it. So we're hoping that this hydrostat transmission actually works, because we're going ahead and skipping ahead to the part where we're going to relocate the engine to the back. Originally, I was wanting to fire the engine up, get it running, and see if it works. It did move itself under its own power, so we're just going to cross our fingers and hope that it works. So we can eventually make this go in reverse a lot faster if we wanted to. Let's check this out. So that's forward, just slot for there, and that's reverse. We got a lot more slot left, so in theory, we should be able to bypass it. Make it go in reverse just as fast as it does go in forward.
So is it the clutch that's not coming off?
It's this whole pulley assembly is going to need to be pulled off of here. So this should be separate, and then probably going to have to slide hammer that off. Okay, so we ran into a little problem. The lower pulley is not wanting to come off, and what we're going to have to do is weld the camera around. You're going to have to weld that onto this lower shaft so that we can pull this off, because it just keeps slipping off every time I try to use the slide hammer. Yeah, it's just not working. So we're gonna make some sparkage. All right, so after multiple attempts, I finally welded it very securely under there. It's just a junk piece of tool, vice grip that I had sitting around, so hopefully this will be the ticket. Ta-da! That's how you get it done. So we've got this removed now. The engine is back here. So we're making some headway. And we have a guest.
What's up?
Check out his channel sometime. He's gonna have a future fishing show and some other goodies.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright. I think it's time for us to go to bed.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
So we're gonna kick out. We'll pick this back up some other time and continue. Guys, we got more updates on the Table-traption 2.0. So this is a very rough visual. You like it? We're done. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. So far, let me try this. It's just kind of a basic idea of what's gonna happen. Put the engine back here. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll weld this all back up. That's about the length of it's gonna be. This guy came up with an idea for the seating. I'm not gonna spoiler alert that just yet. You will see that later on.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That's actually that's a really good height right there. Where's my food?
You got a cooler on that thing?
We will actually have a cooler on this somewhere. Although I think this table needs to be higher. It's gonna be here. Right now we just found some angle iron that we had sitting around, and that'll support it well enough. Oh yeah, she good. Now I've got to figure out how I'm going to keep this pulley tensioned. There was a couple of options. It was either slot out the holes and then figure out a way to keep that engine pulled tight against the belt, but I'm more of a fan of having a idle tensioner. So this pulley was the original drive belt pulley tensioner, and I have to figure out a way how to mount this up in there to where it puts tension on the belt like that. You can see I've just kind of retrofitted this in here just to make sure everything is aligned up where it needs to go. So what I'm going to do is cut a little bit of this off here, and sometimes things are just meant to be. See the hole right there? That'd be perfect. That might fit right up in there. Not bad. This hole was already there. All I had to do was just cut this off a little bit, and then I reused that spring, reused that pulley. Not too shabby. I think that'll work. Caught us cleaning it up here. So far we've made some pretty awesome progress. Check it out, we made a dragster. You thought we were making a picnic table, just kidding. So what we did tonight, we got, is it very productive night. So you can see we split the frame, and I had a truck pipe rack sitting out in the woods. So we cut it up, got this angle iron off of it, tacked that onto there, kind of give us an idea where we're going to be placing the table. The belt is on, some of the electrical is done, so the engine actually cranks over now, which is freaking awesome.
Hot damn. Plot twist, it is hard to friggin' film when you got all this crap laying all over the ground. That is a freaking dragster. It's a freaking dragster, man!
Now that we have it pretty much where we like it, it's time to start sanding this down and start welding. Painted. This part's welded up now. Now we got to figure out the steering mechanism. So we originally cut these two steering rods here. We're gonna have to connect them with that. So I got to come up with something to mate those two ends together. So far, my idea is to find some pipe. I think it's like a 1/2-inch pipe that I was sitting around. I've got some bolts out here, and I'm going to somehow incorporate those onto the pipe and that rod. This way it allows me to be able to thread and adjust it, so I can adjust the toe in if need be. I don't know, we'll see. It's just one side right now, but you get the idea. It's kind of crude, but all that is just a 1/2-inch pipe, and I welded a bolt to the original rod, and then I welded a nut to the pipe, and that way if we have to, we can adjust this in and out. So on to the next side. Hey, we're back at it again. This time we got more people.
I'm back at it, hard work.
So we're working on the other portion of this steering axle. Brandon has taken off the cover, and we figured out why the spark plug wire was amiss.
There's
You
a
ain't
cloud.
supposed to do that.
There's a cloud machine in here, and the clouds look kind of disformed. Still white, fluffy.
Well, it looks like George Washington then lost his wig up in there.
Yeah. So you want me to go grab a shop vac?
Yeah.
All right.
Good idea. Let's make some railings for these, or let's make a. Can we support these?
Like center supports for them?
Like a U-bolt or something?
Yeah, we could possibly do that. I would say that might be something we do after we put a load on it and see how well it works, and then if we need to improve it, we possibly could. So now, Mr. Schaefer has kindly worked on getting us a spark plug wire to where it will work, and we just fired it up, and it did turn over. That's out of fuel right now, but it does run on 2 cylinders, and we'll let him do his thing first. We fast forwarded a little bit. Yes, it's actually outside. The thing steers now. Ta-da! And then we had we hooked up a fuel line just to see if it would run. Now, to add a little humor for the evening, it wouldn't run under its own power. We couldn't figure out why. And then it all of a sudden dawned on me, there's a solenoid down here that shuts off the fuel when you turn it off. There was no 12-volt signal going to it, so we quickly rope killed it. And wouldn't you know, it actually runs now. Makes me a liar. Brandon, choke me. Choke me, Daddy. So I have this old four-wheeler rack, welded that to the front. Colin has been working on the top, or the supports for the table. He's got some of this EMT piping, it works very well. Welded the base to it. I finished up the electrical, put the seat back on it. Had another rack from an old four-wheeler. This is where the fuel tank goes on to. Been working on the engine, trying to get it to run a little bit better. Got the neutral for the hydraulics, or excuse me, for the hydrostep. And I moved the throttle from up here, moved it down here. So we're moving along, aren't we, Villa? We have got sort of a tabletop now. So I gotta screw it now. We have the awesome cooler holder. No more will we be having people ask us, where's the cooler? Because we have one now. It's fully welded on the bottom. It runs and moves under its own power. We don't have the charging system working just yet, but that's okay. I think we can get by with just a fresh battery for the weekend. At this point, I have no idea if we're going to be able to get lights on it. I would love to get lights on it. Right now, we're just scrambling to get the seats. That's all I've got from my end. What do you call it?
Well, pass off. So now right now we're getting ready to run glows. Daniel already picked up and bought one of the store. We went to the hardware store around here. Picked up a 2-inch angle iron. It's 2-inch by 1/4 inch thick by 4 foot long. We bought 2 of those. We need to run to the other hardware store and go grab one more of those, because the whole idea is that we're going to make individual pedestal seats. It's going to be 3 on this side, 3 on that side. And the whole premise of it is to actually be able to sit high enough to be able to put your feet up here. Well, we were trying to mock something up and figure out what are we going to end up doing as far as like how high do we need these. Well, it turns out the thing is here, stools are the absolute perfect height for doing that. So we're going to use this seat as a mock-up seat, and I'm not sure exactly what the material of those seats are going to be yet. So,
and now we've got the seat uprights installed, or actually we have them figured out. So just got them tacked in place right now. We were originally going to do stools, and the plan is hopefully still to do 3 individual stools. Maybe they swivel, maybe they'll be adjustable, but we're running out of time, and the show is this weekend. I don't have a whole lot of time to make 6 stools, so we're just going to go the most efficient route for right now, which is make benches. So these will be sitting on top of here. Right now I'm making some mounts. These will mount onto here, and I will weld onto there like so. Actually, they'll be like that, but you get it. Nope, wait, nope, they'll be like that. There we go. And then we'll bolt the boards onto that. And we're down to the wire, as usual. It's go time. So we got a bunch of things going on here. We have Aaron prepping the metal. We got Schaefer changing the oil. We got Jake and Brandon working on.
It looks like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
As I heard, you can cook. Definitely close enough.
How's it oil looking?
Pretty oily.
Pretty oily. So it's coming together. We got a little ways to go, but I definitely see it happening. And we got Colin in here working on the seats and getting high. Getting real high. I got one day to get this done. It's coming together, but man oh man, we're pushing it. Let me take you on a little tour here. Benches are installed. Check. Braces installed. Check. Engine running. Check. Gas tank mounted. Check. All the gauges and hydraulics working. Check. Let's see. Tabletop screwed down. Check. Cooler mount. Check. Let's see. Umbrella. Kinda check. Paint. We'll check that tomorrow. It's going to the show, one way or another. We've been hammering away real hard trying to get things ready for the show, but she's officially, she's about as good as she's going to get to go, guys. The engine did not want to start on me this morning, and that made me really upset. Come to find out, she just wanted some new plugs, so I gave her 2 new plugs. She's happy now. So the umbrella is mounted in, and we will be taking it on its maiden voyage tomorrow. So I'm tired. I'm gonna go inside. We're gonna load this bad boy up tomorrow morning. Head up to the fairgrounds. Catch y'all later. Good night. Finally. Woo. So we got both tables here. Now, you guys haven't seen the first one, but I'll show it to you. Let me go around here. So there's the first picnic table that we made, the Table-traption original. And then there's the second one. It actually made it. Aha!